Mantras of our Divine Mother. Our Divine Mother says, O Lord, Thy presence is settled within me like an unshakable rock. The whole being exults in belonging to Thee without the least reserve, with a wide and complete surrender. With always a love and blessing, says our Divine Mother. Sri Aurobindo's Savitri, Book 3, the Book of the Divine Mother, Canto 2, the Adoration of the Divine Mother, page 356.
Who has done so much for us, who has worked, struggled, suffered, hoped, endured so much. Before Thee, who hast willed all, attempted all, prepared, achieved all for us. Before Thee, we bow down and implore that we may never forget, even for a moment, all we owe to Thee.
Once seen, his heart acknowledged only her. Only a hunger of infinite bliss was left. All aims in her were lost, then found in her. His base was gathered into one pointing spire. Thus was a seed cast into endless time. A word is spoken, or a light is shown. A moment sees the ages toil to express. So, flashing out of the timeless leaped the worlds. An eternal instant is the cause of the years. All he had done was to prepare a field. His small beginnings asked for a mighty end. For all that he had been must now, new shape in him, her joy to embody, to enshrine her beauty and greatness in his house of life. But now his being was too wide for self. His heart's demand had grown immeasurable. His single freedom could not satisfy her light, her bliss. He asked for earth and men. But vain are human power and human love to break earth's seal of ignorance and death. His nature's might seemed now an infant's grasp. Heaven is too high for outstretched hands to seize. This light comes not by struggle or by thought. In the mind's silence, the transcendent acts, and the hushed heart hears the unuttered word. A vast surrender was his only strength, a power that lives upon the heights must act, bring into life's closed door the immortal's air, and fill the finite with the infinite. All that denies must be torn out and slain, and crush the many longings for whose sake we lose the one for whom our lives were made. Now other claims had hushed in him their cry. Only he longed to draw her presence and power into his heart and mind and breathing frame. Only he yearned to call forever down her healing touch of love and truth and joy into the darkness of the suffering world. His soul was freed and given to her alone. Hymn to Durga. A recitation of Sri Aurobindo's Durga Stotra, originally written in Bengali in 1909 and later translated to English by Sri Nolinikant Gupta. Hymn to Durga. Mother Durga, rider on the lion, giver of all strength, Mother, beloved of Shiva, we, born from thy paths of power, we, the youth of India, are seated here in thy temple. Listen, O Mother, descend upon earth, make thyself manifest in this land of India. Mother Durga, from age to age, in life after life, we come down into the human body, do thy work, and return to the home of delight. Now too we are born, dedicated to thy work. Listen, O Mother, descend upon earth, come to our help. Mother Durga, rider on the lion, trident in hand, thy body of beauty armor clad, Mother, giver of victory, India awaits thee, eager to see the gracious form of thine. Listen, O Mother, descend upon earth, make thyself manifest in this land of India. Mother Durga, giver of force and love and knowledge, terrible art thou in thy own self of mind, Mother beautiful and fierce. In the battle of life, in India's battle, we are warriors commissioned by thee, Mother. Give to our heart and mind a Titan's strength, a Titan's energy, to our soul and intelligence, a God's character and knowledge. Mother Durga, India, world's noblest race, lay whelmed in darkness. Mother, thou risest on the eastern horizon. The dawn comes with the glow of thy divine limbs, scattering the darkness. Spread thy light, Mother, destroy the darkness. Mother Durga, Mother Durga, we are thy children. Through thy grace, by thy influence, may we become fit for the great work, for the great ideal. Mother, destroy our smallness, our selfishness, our fear. Mother Durga, thou art Kali, naked, garlanded with human heads, sword in hand, thou slayest the Asura. Goddess, do thou slay with thy pitiless cry the enemies who dwell within us. May none remain alive there, not one. May we become pure and spotless. This is our prayer, O Mother. Make thyself manifest. Mother Durga, India lies now in selfishness and fearfulness and littleness. Make us great, make our efforts great, our hearts vast, make us true to our resolve. May we now no longer desire the small void of energy given to laziness, stricken with fear. Mother Durga, extend wide the power of yoga. We are thy Aryan children. Develop in us again the lost teaching, character, strength of intelligence, faith and devotion, force of austerity, power of chastity and true knowledge. Bestow all that upon the world. To help mankind appear, O Mother of the world, dispel all ills. Mother Durga, slay the enemy within, then root out all obstacles outside. May the noble, heroic, mighty Indian race, supreme in love and unity, truth and strength, arts and letters, force and knowledge, ever dwell in its holy woodlands, its fertile fields under its skyscraping hills, along the banks of its pure streaming rivers. This is our prayer at the feet of the Mother. Make thyself manifest. Mother Durga, enter our bodies in thy yogic strength. We shall become thy instruments, thy sword slaying all evil, thy lamp dispelling all ignorance. Fulfill this yearning of thy young children, O Mother. Be the master and drive the instrument. Wield thy sword and slay the evil. Hold up the lamp and spread the light of knowledge. Make thyself manifest. Mother Durga, when we possess thee, we shall no longer cast thee away. We shall bind thee to us with the tie of love and devotion. Come, Mother, manifest in our mind and life and body. Come, revealer of the hero path, we shall no longer cast thee away. May our entire life become a ceaseless worship of the Mother, all our acts a continuous service to the Mother, full of love, full of energy. This is our prayer, O Mother. Descend upon earth, make thyself manifest in this land of India. The Hour of God by our Lord Sri Aurobindo. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says, there are moments when the Spirit moves among men, and the breath of the Lord is abroad upon the waters of our being. There are others when it retires, and men are left to act in the strength or the weakness of their own egoism. The first are periods when even a little effort produces greater results and changes destiny. The second are spaces of time when much labor goes to the making of a little result. It is true that the latter may prepare the former, maybe the little smoke of sacrifice going up to heaven, which calls down the rain of God's bounty. Unhappy, says our Lord, unhappy is the man or the nation which, when the divine moment arrives, is found sleeping or unprepared to use it because the lamp has not been trimmed for the welcome and the ears are sealed to the call. But thrice woe to them who are strong and ready, yet waste the force or misuse the moment. For them is irreparable loss or a great destruction. In the hour of God, cleanse thy soul of all self-deceit and hypocrisy, and vain self-flattering, that thou may look straight into thy spirit, and hear that which summons it. All insincerity of nature, once thy defense against the eye of the Master and the light of the ideal, becomes now a gap in thy armor and invites the blow. Even if thou conquer for the moment, it is the worse for thee, for the blow shall come afterwards and cast thee down in the midst of thy triumph. But being pure, cast aside all fear, for the hour is often terrible, a fire and a whirlwind, and a tempest, a treading of the winepress of the wrath of God. But he who can stand up in it, on the truth of his purpose, is he who shall stand. Even though he fall, he shall rise again. Even though he seems to pass on the wings of the wind, he shall return. Nor let worldly prudence whisper too closely in thy ear, for it is the hour of the unexpected. Certitudes is the next subtopic. In the deep, there is a greater deep, in the heights, a greater height. Sooner shall man arrive at the borders of infinity than at the fullness of his own being, for that being is infinity, is God. I aspire to infinite force, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss. Can I attain it? Yes, but the nature of infinity is that it has no end. Say not therefore that I can attain it, I become it. Only so can man attain God by becoming God. But before attaining, he can enter into relations with Him. To enter into relations with God is yoga, the supreme object and the noblest utility. There are relations within the compass of the humanity we have developed. These are called prayers, worship, adoration, sacrifice, thought, faith, science, philosophy. There are other relations beyond our developed capacity, but within the compass of the humanity we have yet to develop. Those are the relations that are attained by the various practices we usually call yoga. We may not know Him as God, we may know Him as nature, our higher self, infinity, some ineffable goal. It was so that Buddha approaches him the rigid Advaitan. He is accessible even to the atheist. To the materialist, he disguises himself in matter. For the nihilist, he waits ambushed in the bosom of annihilation. Hymn to the Mother of Radiances. An inner fullness has come in, like the coming in of light in dark caves. It fills, it illumines, it vibrates the multiple strings of life. It has found the contact with the forgotten achievements of the past to enable me to start the new ones of the future on the basis of the changing formations of the present. The currents of life well up to meet the descending rays, light from the upper heavens for transmutation of the base and the dark into the luminous and the true, for transmutation of the ugly and the wrong into beautiful and the right. O Mother of Radiances, you have dawned in the narrow horizons of our mind. Out of its depthless rigidities, in the midst of its walled up spaces, you have created a heart like something that will live in its eternal life. You have revealed to me a chamber, alive and warm within the mind's substanceless polar regions, and there I can safely retire and find in you my refuge. The lower network of moving forces remain, but I feel your presence in its midst. The higher network of moving forces remains, and here you have stepped in, also shedding a warmth of life that was not there before. You have turned the dull grey luminosity into a brilliance of living waters. Your active and living presence is everywhere. You have heeded my words of aspiration, the fire of my demand for your omnipresence. More than what I ignorantly sought for, you have revealed to me. You are intimate and one with me when in truth and law, and yet away and far off from me when in error and in falsehood. When there are no more darkening shadows about me, when you see me bared of all shams and shows in every part of the being, when you see in every cell of my body an eternal home for you and an eternal temple, when you see me one with you in identity and still worshipping you, when you melt the compact gold of knowledge in the living and running waters of devotion, when you break my earth and release the energies, when you turn my pride into power in your hands and my ignorance into light, my narrowness into wideness, my selfishness into a true gathering together of forces in one center, my greed into a capacity of untiring search after the truth for the attainment of its substances, my egoism into the true and conscious instrumental center, my mind into a channel for you to descend, my heart into your heart of pure fire and flame, my life into a pure and translucent substance for your handling, my body into a conscious vessel for holding what of you is meant for me. Then, O Mother of Radiances, my aim in life now and hereafter will be fulfilled in the true and right and vast way. Aspiration wakes in me, achieve in me all that I flame for.